So anyway guys, I have my biological dad who never wants me to come home. So he put me in a facility such as this over here, where I'm in a mental health ward now, living in a mental health ward for free. And I have CTO accommodation, which means currently just living here at the moment until other people, in terms of my doctors, in terms of the doctors that are treating me, want me to leave. And now, when's that? I'm not sure. But what I need to do on the day of my tribunal is I need to show them a way for me to go and live on my own. I need to say I'm mentally well to be able to go living on my own. And the only way to do that is to help my mum to come and say, I want my son to come home now. And now, that's the thing. I mean, my mum lives overseas. And my mum understands I'm mentally healthy, so I need her to speak up for me. And that way, they allow me to go through her. But do they allow me to go through I? Or should definitely no. Or should they never allow me to go through my words? Or should they never allow me? And now, guess what? Or should, even if the psychologist, in terms of the legal aid, says something about me going, or should it's all set up for me to be here. And now, guess what? Russia, do they let me out eventually? Russia, eventually? I'll show you something. Russia, there's no way out. Other than my mum. I mean, do you understand that? I'm Russia now. What I do is the judge eventually has to decide how long can I be here for. I say I'm here already for around 6 weeks. I never have to be here because I'm mentally healthy. I'm never somebody who's mentally ill. But I'm understanding that I do have free accommodation. In terms of, I do have accommodation at the Surrey Hills hostage, there's a hostel over there, and I'm somebody who is nice and beautiful every single day with my words, and I'm understanding straight away, guys, that I'm somebody who has to leave. And also my mum wants me to go, and now I need my mum to be there for me, to tell me this, to show me that I can go with her somewhere. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they want to let me go out. I mean, they want to let me go out. But the thing is, eventually, because I'm somebody who needs to go. I mean, understand? I'm somebody who needs to go somewhere much better. But the thing is, with my dad, I go into that house and I say to him, hey, I get the key, I just go grab my stuff, I leave, I never return. And now do I call the police? Or actually, guess what? I never call the police on him. I never call the police on that guy, but guess what? Actually, it's more how I feel that no matter what, that I need to call the police this time. I need to call the police for me to escort myself out of the building. And now guess what? I just do it. I just ask for police. And now guess what? How long am I going to be here? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure, but I have my phone for 4 hours a day. And now, a little bit that way. And now, they want to let me out after 2 weeks, is what they said. I'll never be that way. I'll never be, because I'm healthy. So it's much more how I feel that on the day of reckoning, that if I ask to go around my doctors like this, and as long as I understand straight away this, I understand that no matter what, that they are never returning from this point. That my dad never wants to see me again. You understand? She never wants to see me again. So what I need to do is move out. And I move out and get myself a 9-to-5 job quickly, and there's no problem for me, personally. So what I do is I go and live on that money somehow. I live on that money and it's no problem for me. But what I want to do now is evacuate the systems, and all systems go around Australia. I go. And now, do I get the DJ deck? Or should now, that's the thing. I have to live. I have to live now. I have to get by. And now I ask Jesus Christ, do I go back to the accommodation house? Or should Jesus Christ says no. Or should now, that's the thing. I never want to return to him ever again. Because now I never have faith in him at all. I mean, does Jesus Christ want to return to him? Fortunately, Jesus Christ says no. I mean, they're totally against me. I mean, so what I do is I move on. And guess what? Pretty much every single day, Jesus Christ says, the thing about Danny over here is that his dad never wants him to come home. And that's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, now I'm just learning something. I'm learning how to just be here now. Because I have to be. I have to be here now. And that's it. I have to be here, at least doing my own thing. And I'm learning something now. I'm learning that it's just that way. But my mum is eventually coming up. I leave Australia and I never come back. I leave Australia and never come back. Even to visit my dad. I never come back. Because he himself never wants to visit me. And now if he comes over here to visit me, actually I say no. I say no. I mean, what does Jesus Christ say? I mean, Jesus Christ says, if you want to receive the gift of your dad, that he came here to give you free accommodation, then accept him. I mean, what does Jesus Christ do? I mean, Jesus Christ says, accept him and see him. And that's it. But never call him. For actually now, if he messages me back, I can accept him. I mean, what does Jesus Christ do? I mean, Jesus Christ says, accept him. And that's it. I focus upon helping myself to deliver content, to help myself to deliver something much greater, to help myself to understand. And they want to go around doctors when they want the doctors feel. And now, I asked Jesus Christ what to do now. I mean, Jesus Christ says, eventually, just go and understand. If I go around them and I do what they want me to do, for sure, I may die. I mean, Jesus Christ says, eventually, they want you to go downhill. I mean, they want me to go downhill. So I asked Jesus Christ what to do. And Jesus Christ says that if you really, really need to step down, would spiral down into unknown with him right now, Roshi, guess what? Roshi, he never even wants me to come to the house. So what I need to do is to move on. I move on. Roshi never wants me to come back. So I never come back. So he has no interest in even coming to see me either. So if he calls up somehow and somehow says, I want my son back, Roshi, I'll come back. But I'm never coming back at this point. I'm never calling him again. I mean, that's it. I mean, cut off the communication with him. I ask Jesus Christ to do that. I mean, Jesus Christ says, yes, cut off communication supply with him. And that's it. I mean, eventually he's going to say, my son, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a fuck about you. I mean, just then, say, yeah. So he's saying, my son. So you have no more son, bitch. I have a son, I have a daughter, I have everything. I have one. But listen to me. For actually 6 weeks of me being in a mental health facility is never enough for him. Roshi wants me to be here another 6 weeks. And that's the thing, yeah? I mean, no one wants to give me accommodation for free. I mean, no one wants to give me freedom, so no worries. I see, so what I want to do is let myself be. I see, so myself over here, I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time now. Because I understand there's nobody on my side in Australia except I. I'm the only one in my favour here in Australia, so I'm ready to just go alone. I'm ready to go alone now. I'm ready to do what they want of me. You understand? I'm ready to just go down. I'm never a prisoner. You understand? I'm somebody who can speak words, but guess what? I have to go get the knife anyway. I have to go close over there, and I never call him to get the knife with me. I mean, that's my own job. And I go and get that knife in the night time and return it, and I'll put it into his house. And now he's going to tell the coppers what I've done. I mean, guess what? I mean, where's the knife, huh? I mean, now, guess what? I'm approaching the knife. I have to somehow show you this. Now, I'm chuck the knife under his house. And now, that's the thing. I can do that. I asked Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, that's the thing, just do that. Chuck underneath the house so he never finds it. And then that's it. Version now, nobody understands what just happened. And now I understand straight away how I'm doing life. I'm doing life greater because I did chuck the knife in the sewer somewhere. But that knife can keep me a prisoner forever. And that's what they want. I mean, they want me to go that way. So I see how it is. I see now, no worries. Version now, that's the thing about him. And I forgive him. I forgive him already. And I haven't asked Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, forgive him, but never go back. I mean, I asked Jesus Christ, do I go back? I mean, Jesus Christ says, no. So I should never go back. Because look what he's doing to me. I mean, he wants me to be a prisoner even more. I mean, in a sense, so no matter what, I'm learning. Anyway, I'm learning to just be here for just myself over here. I currently have CTO accommodation. I have somewhere to stay for a bit. I have something to do for a bit. So, for example, for myself, I understand that I'll return the phone at 5:10. I'll never be that way. So, I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning how to just enjoy myself. But I see that they want to catch me out. They want to catch me out with the phone. And that's the thing. I'll move on. I see now, I need to get my mum on the phone. And what's she able to say? I mean, she's able to say that he's with me and that she's just at a friend's house. Or now, is it possible to say that, Jesus Christ? Or Jesus Christ says, nah. Or Jesus Christ says that she's going to fund for me accommodation and it's no worries. And I have accommodation and just say that she's in Germany. And guess what? Or she'll let me out on the day. Or now, I have to explain this to my mum if she calls me today. And that's it. I mean, go and do it. And I understand straight away what to do. I have one day to convince her. I have to just call her and to just understand straight away that I want to call so my mum gets a message to come to a tribunal. And now, no worries. Actually, somehow it's going to happen. And I want to help her. I want to help myself to deliver content. So at 2 o'clock, she's going to ring. And she's going to ring and be on the phone at 1:30. She can be on the phone and she can be at my tribunal. And she can call up and she can call at 1:30 to just make sure. I can say 1:30 or 1:45. I'd say 1:30 is much better. For her to call and say, hey, I want my son to come home. But then they say, hey, what are we doing with his CTO accommodation? Or should they say, I have to let him go? Or should they have to let me go? Or should now the CTO? Or should that's something that they have to plan still? But they say something here where I may have to stay here to plan that. To plan all of that. So guess what? Or should let it be. Or should now do I invite my mum to come? Or should yeah? Or should yeah? Because they're going to believe her. Now I have accommodation and I'm safe. So that's the thing, yeah? Whereas now, I'm never returning to my dad again. I'm never coming to Australia again. I mean, I forget all the nightclubs in Australia. I forget all that now. I forget all the advertising now. I do free busking events. And all this busking stuff, I do it indoors now. I go completely the family way now. I go a small way. And now, promotions, I do all the promotional tags around Germany inside nightclubs in Germany. I mean, it's a new life now, a new life. Unfortunately, Australian life never did work out for me. But yes, it did. Unfortunately, it does work out for me. But it's different. Unfortunately, now he's going to find out. And he's going to say, what a fucking asshole. Unfortunately, my dad's going to say that. Unfortunately, but look at him. And bigger fucking asshole. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, now, what I do now is I look to my side. I look at a new side of things. Unfortunately, if something goes ballistic with my mother, I'm alone. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, now, that's the thing. I see with my biological dad, I did ruin things with him. I did ruin things with him, but guess what? Unfortunately, he can forgive me, but the thing is, I forgive him already. I'm never returning to him. I'm never returning again to him. Unfortunately, now, that's the thing. So what I want to do is I want to grow myself, but he's never going to hear from me again. Jesus Christ, is that the case? When Jesus Christ says, make it a case. When Jesus Christ says, hold on. When Jesus Christ says that, it's more how he never said that. But, Jesus Christ says that for himself, or if his father had done that to him. He can beg for forgiveness, or he can just never return. Now, what does Jesus Christ do? Jesus Christ says to beg for forgiveness is something that you can do, but it never changes anything. I can beg my dad for forgiveness, but he'll never change. Or she'll never change. Understand? So I just never return. See, he banishes me, yeah. Why does he banish me? I understand because he's unaware of it. He's unaware of what it's doing to me. He's unaware. He's falling down like a psychopath to kill me, yeah? So I never want to be around him. And that's a physical risk to be around him now. Even for Mira. Yeah? I'll move on. I see now, what I want to do is, he did surprise me here. Jesus Christ, when do they plan on helping me to move out? Jesus Christ says, very soon. Very soon. When Jesus Christ says, that's the thing. I may be in here forever. But for now, I have to just show the doctors I'm nice. I have to be nicer with them. And then I have to go and get that knife. And now on leave, I get my own leave, man. I see that woman there. I see now she has a boyfriend and they'll let her out. Unfortunately, they'll let her out. Unfortunately, they're never fooling other people. Unfortunately, these people are never fooling other people. Now, other people can see what's happening with me. And guess what, they can say something. You understand? And they can be there for my back. But the thing is, I'm learning something quick. I'm learning how to just grow myself differently. I'm not like, unfortunately, now leave. I get leave on my own. You understand? So what I want to do is I want to help myself to deliver content, and I want to help myself to do greater. So that's the thing. I want to help myself to deliver content, but it's because they're unaware. And that's it. So since that unaware, I don't want to return either. And I want to ask Jesus Christ, does he go with coppers? Jesus Christ says, go to police over there and make sure that you can grab your stuff and leave. And that's it. I never want to be in his house ever again. And that's it. I never want to be in there, personally. That's why I was banging on the door. That's it. I get what I deserve. I get what I deserve, yeah. I get just that. And that's the thing. So that's calling for the physical realm. And that's calling for a way out and for freedom. And that's calling for a better life for us. So it's all happening. With that knife, I have to put it under the house. I see now, so I'm just playing my life, documentary here with you guys. And you have to understand straight away, I feel no matter what, the other people are having a good time, but I'm documenting my life much more than they are. And now I'm understanding that no matter what, that eventually they want to let me out. Which eventually I have to let myself I keep asking. I want to keep going out. I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to leave. And now there's a chance that I may have to stay here. But listen to me. Unfortunately now, you must understand that I never want what the doctor wants. I want what I want. I'm learning something now. I'm learning that in tribunals, where it's doctors against patients, which you must understand that patients need to ask to leave as soon as possible. And you have to ask, and you have to keep asking, and you shall receive. Fortunately, if you ask and you never receive that, fortunately, ask and you shall receive. Fortunately, if you ask something, you shall receive an answer. But if you ask for something, then you get what you want. I mean, you get what you want, even when you ask. I mean, even if you understand how to ask, that you truly ask something that you can get. I mean, so if I ask them to leave, eventually, I get to leave, eventually. I mean, I have to. I ask Jesus Christ is that the way. First, Jesus Christ says exactly. First, you get what you ask for. First, you get what you ask for. You understand? Remember that. I mean, now, my biological mother can go on the phone and she can talk with them to let me free. But then I ask Jesus Christ what happens from that point. When Jesus Christ says they have to make me be here. I mean, they have to make me be here. So I just go and really, really understand that. And if they let me walk free now, which they want to do all this documentary on me, and what do they want to document? I mean, they want to document my life. I mean, they want to call me whatever, sick or patient or whatever it is. And I'm on my own now. And that's the thing. So no matter what, that since I'm on my own, and since my dad never wants to help me, I want to just move away from him, and I never want to see him again. Watch that's the way. Watch that's the way. Because he cut the freedom off my line. If he never wants to give me freedom anymore, then you never deserve me anymore. I'm a lie. Watch now, it's even worse for him. Watch now, I wish him a happy birthday over the phone. Watch now, guess what? Watch him. Jesus Christ says, that's the thing. I just did wish him a happy birthday over the phone, and he never wants me at home. I mean, never be that way. I mean, he never did wish me a happy birthday. I mean, he never did wish me a happy birthday. And that's also something that's going downhill. So those are warning signs for me, guys. I can tell you right now. I mean, if he was a great dad, then I would never be banging that much on the wall and the door. I mean, I was banging so much because he's such a bad father. You understand? And guess what? I mean, he's good. I mean, everything's good. I mean, guess what? I mean, he's that kind of father where I have to get my hand and bang it on the wall. So much fucking hell that everybody's gonna fucking hear me. I mean, that's the kind of father he is. I have to fucking get my hand to fucking hurt myself. Because that's how my father is. You understand? But I never hurt myself anymore. Because I never have to be with that guy. I mean, that's how that guy is. I mean, that guy makes you want to hurt yourself. So I never want to be around him anymore. And that's it. You understand? I mean, that's my biological dad. I'll move on, man. I love everything now. I realize now what I want to do now is plan my life forward, and I have a nice and beautiful gift over here that I'll show you something. I realize I can even go to prison for 1 year. I can be in prison for around 1 year as well, because I put out my dad's knife. It was my biological dad's knife. I threw it down the drain somewhere, and they can open up the drain to find it. And people have cameras that they can find me on, and they can find me on the camera doing that. And now the thing is, I walk free eventually. I see a free road in that. I see there's a free road, but is it that long? I mean, guess what? I'm approaching that free road is close by. But how long is that? Do I see a free road through this kind of department? I see somewhere around here. I see a free road in the way of words only. I see a free road in the way of words. I see 30th of July. I mean, do I see freedom there? I see freedom somehow. I mean, Jesus Christ says no. I mean, there's no freedom at all here. I mean, what's going to happen with me? But I see freedom somehow. In the long run, I see freedom. I mean, I see an open gate. But where is it? I mean, is it after what? I mean, that's something I see. I see freedom. I see a gap. I can walk free. I see now, what is that? See, it's me returning the knife. See, it's me returning the knife. I see I'm returning the knife, and that's freedom there. I have freedom here. I can see it. So, it's coming up. I can actually see freedom. I mean, you can see freedom. Now, do I see myself with Armin van Buuren? I see yes. I'm here with Armin van Buuren. Where am I? I'm in his radio show. I'm at his radio show. Yeah, I see him here. I see him with me. Yeah, and I'm playing a Twinkletopia. Playing a Twinkletopia. And I'm singing it too. I see now. That's the thing. I don't know that way. I mean, it's already playing just on the mix. I know that way. Do I see myself with Marlo or Chanel? Somewhere down the line, I see him right here. I see him right here at a festival with me. I see him at a festival with him. But am I DJing at the festival? Or should no? Or do I see myself DJing with Marlo at a festival? I see, now that's the thing. I have to go this way. Sons of Brothers over here. I see now that's the way toward that. I see myself going there. So I see myself coming back to Australia to ask Marlo and Sons of Brothers to team up with me at a festival, because it's my festival, to go and do something. I can do that. Do I see myself at Tomorrowland? I say yes, I see myself here. But am I DJing? Or she yes. I'm on the main stage. I'm the last act. Or now they want to put me as second last. I mean, who's last there? I mean, I'm over him. I want to be the last one. I mean, guess what? Or now, show them much more. How do I do that? I mean, give them more money for that. I mean, that's it. Give them more money, and that's it. First now, give $1 million extra, and that's it. I mean, never be that way. First now, guess what? No. See, I have the exact time. I have 11 p.m. over here. It's Tomorrowland for me, and never be that way. I love it. I'll never be that way. So yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, that's exactly what I'm doing. I mean, I see myself at climax. I have to see myself at climax. So do I want to make that my goal? Now, guess what? I can easily do it. Now, guess what? Let me go to climax. I'll pump 1 hour set over there, and that'll be. That's a done deal. I'll leave it that way. Now, I want to understand straight away. I see they're talking about me over here, But my doctors over here, and these doctors won't let me out. First, they want to let me out. I can see the freedom over here with them. So they want to keep me here for 2 weeks, and then from 2 weeks, they're extending to see what's happening. And they're going to extend for another, let's say around 1 week. Then I'm free. I'm free after 3 weeks and around 3 weeks. And then I see myself calling the coppers to go to my dad's house to grab my stuff. And that's it. I see now I have to call him. So what I do is he has the key to the house. And he has the key to the house, so guess what? I mean, you must understand. So what I do is now, since that's the case, I want to help myself to deliver the contents, and I have to call him and I have to talk to him to come and get my keys. And now guess what, Roshi, now that's a forgiveness kind of tool, and guess what, Roshi, it's more make up for it. I mean, what did Jesus Christ? I mean, Jesus Christ says,
Hi Danny.
see it?
I just want to do your blood pressure when you're ready.
I see it, no worries.
Yeah. How are you today?
I'm very good. So how are you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. It's birthday. Honey.
I see, so now I want to show you guys this, that my biological dad over here never wants me to have any technology, and he never wants me to come home. So that's the thing, I have to come home to get my stuff. So now, guess what, Roshi, it's much more how I understand this. Now I have to organize myself to go over there, and I understand, I ask Jesus Christ how to go over there. When Jesus Christ says go in silence, like nothing happens, and just call him again and again, and just be honest with him. Yeah, forgive him over here, and have free accommodation. When Jesus Christ says that, when Jesus Christ says have free accommodation, because he's willing to allow me back in the house. I mean, he's willing to allow me back in the house. But the thing is, he wants me to stay here for a bit longer. And that's the thing, yeah? I mean, guess what? For us, you just go and call him. I have to go and call him, and I have to talk to him, and I have to understand straight away how to talk to him. And now I have to talk to him in a way that's helping me move forward. So what I need to do is I need to talk to him now. And now if I never talk to him, actually it's much more difficult to recover what I have. And now guess what, actually with him over here, I see freedom. But no. I see that he can kill me. But listen, I see freedom down the road with him. I can actually see through. I can see through. I can see freedom. I can see freedom over here. I see, so what do I do? What do I do? I mean, the thing is, they are trying to show me 2 ways of freedom now. But the thing is, I see 2 ways. And now, regardless of what happens, my biological dad wants me to go through the doctors. But he never wants me home like this now. He never wants me home now. I mean, he wants me home when the doctors want me home. So what do I say? I say, on a day of this, I say, I'll let my mum be. I say to them, I want to go, but now it's against me. So what do? I mean, I ask Jesus Christ. I mean, Jesus Christ says, go and say that you want what Mira wants. And now Mira's never going to call here. She's never calling me. And now settle the differences anyway, and go and call them and say something over here. I said something to them, and let her be that way. I'll move on. I never need her. I mean, do you understand? Because I understand what they're going to say. So what I say is, further on, I have to be here because my biological dad never understands to make me come home earlier. But he wants to go through the doctors. And the doctors want me to be here for a bit more. I mean, that's it. And then what's going to happen is they're going to call my dad again. And my dad's going to say, the doctors. And the doctors are going to discharge me sometime when they want. So they're mucking around with me now. I say, yeah. I say, but Jesus Christ says, let it be that way. I see, although I get my phone time, I go and do a better job now to just let it be silence. I just let it be silence for a bit. And Jesus Christ says, let it be silence for today. I see now, what I want to do is have a trial over here. I have a trial, and just be just with myself. And all I want to say to them is I'm ready to leave now. I'm ready to leave now. But my dad never wants me home. And now they feel that it's unsafe for me to come home. So they put me as CTO accommodation here. And they feel that, really. So what I do is I move on. And I feel that now I may have to be here 3 months. More. See now, that's the thing. That's the thing. So what I do is I try to elaborate to them that I have accommodation ready. I can stay at somewhere and it's no problem. But that's the thing. I realize through my mother, if my mother calls and says she wants me for accommodation here and here, and I just go there, or I understand I can escape right now. So I have to call my mother, and my mother can call up to ask for me on the day. And I have accommodation, I have everything, but they never want to believe me that I'm safe to go. I mean, understand? I mean, guess what? I mean, they want to treat me much more with different medication now. And different medication. I mean, they want to discharge planning, or they want to see where I'm going after this, and what am I doing, and what are my plans for the future. I mean, in a sense, so what I do now is I'm understanding that with them, they're mumbling all up to have all this accommodation for myself for free, so that I can go and do my life. I mean, in a sense. But what I need to do is record and document everything now, especially now, so I can go and show you that everything's nice and sweet now. And you guys have to understand straight away that I see through my words, I make all the money in the world from my words. I realize now with my dad, because my biological dad, I'll call him very soon. And I'll call him when I get out. And guess what, it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that I just tell them, those are doctors, I tell them that I'm good with my dad. And it's much more how I feel that no matter what, I have to call them now. I have to just settle the differences, and I have to show you something now, that Jesus Christ says that he gets the picture. But if I keep talking to him, that he never wants to allow me. But if I try to convince him before the date, I mean, now Jesus Christ says, try to convince him more and more. And try to call him more and more. And try more and more. I see anyway. You guys have to understand that since I'm actually understanding something, I realize something now. That I feel stuck. I mean, what does Jesus Christ do? I mean, Jesus Christ says, it's just a difficult situation, isn't it? But I realize it's never a difficult situation. We're just moving your way through life. I mean, do you feel that you need to call the coppers on your dad? I feel no. I feel I never need to. I mean, then he shall show you the free road over here. And there's a free road with my dad over here. But if you never want that free road, there is another free road over here with your mum. And now, it's those two roads, but another way. If you go through your way over here, I see 3 roads. And where? I see 3 roads in my voice. And there's a 3 road here. And it leads straight to Armament Room. And there's another 3 road. I see now that 3 road. I see it opening. I see now I'm never relying on it. I'm never relying on them. But guess what? Actually, it's much more how I feel that I see the opening. I see this opening, but the opening is something that's really, really going for its own inclusion over here. So I'm never relying on it, but I'm looking at these 3 roads. I see now, I'm in room to give me a free road. Or actually, guess what? Or actually, no. Or she'll never give me the free road. Understand? Or actually now, Tony Robbins? And Tony Robbins to give me the free road? Or actually now, he can give me a free road. I see it. Or actually, he can. So it means he wants me there. Understand? But WWE, I just have a free road there. Or actually, guess what? I see a free road there. I see some free roads there. See AEW to give me a free road? Fortunately now, no. Fortunately, no. Fortunately, they never give me a free road. I understand? So that's the thing. I see Grant Cardone. I mean, does he give a free road? Fortunately, no. Fortunately, never gives a free road. I understand? Fortunately, now, how do I see this? I just see it. Fortunately, now, I understand something. I'm learning. I'm learning how I have all the free road over here. But the thing is, now, with my accommodation settings, I see all this nice and beautiful content over here in words, and I'm putting it into words now. And guess what, approach? It's all different learning and experiences of life. So what I want to do is show you now that I have to talk to my dad. I have to talk to him again and again. I have to talk to him more and more and more, more and more and more. I have to call him up more and more and more to forgive and to forgive him, and to forgive him, and to forgive him. And I have to call him daily. I have to call him daily. I have to call him daily more and more for myself to say, hey, is it time to come home? I mean, do you want to say or this or that or that? But either way, I understand that no matter what, that they're going to let me free. But anyway, calling him every single day is much better than never calling him at all. So I have to call him anyway. So give him calling him. And now Mira, unfortunately now, she is somebody where I realize with her, I realize she's done for. I realize it's much more how angry I felt. I feel angry. I say I'm calling you now. So now with that, I feel anger. But did I feel anger or words? I felt words only. But it sounds like anger. I realize it's much more how I tackle freedom right here. I tackle freedom and I say, hey, my option is go with my dad at the moment, still, regardless, because he's unaware of what's happening. Unfortunately, he's unaware, but the thing is, he's aware that he wants me in hospital. And he wants me in hospital, but he's unaware of why. Firstly, because he can kill me. When he's saying that he is dangerous right now. And that's what he's saying. He's just saying that he's dangerous to be around. And that he can stab me, and he can kill me. Fortunately now, I have to find forgiveness with him. I have to call him up more, I have to talk to him much more, and much more, and much more. And that's it. Fortunately, after 6 weeks, he never wants me home. So I have to call him much more, and that's the thing. I have to talk to him much more, I have to talk to him much more. I have to talk to him much more, I have to see what he's up to. I see now, get it through your thick head. You must call him now. I understand I have phone time now, for example. I'm understanding straight away. I never need to call my social worker now, since I have my own phone. Since I have my own phone, I can do it already with my phone. I see now, I do have some peace and bliss over here. I do have my own room, but the thing is, I'm learning. I'm learning how to study upon my life. And now I have my phone for 4 hours a day, but there's no leave. There's no leave from this place. So eventually they give me leave. I see freedom in the leave. And now it's on my own for now. They have to give me leave for free. And now they have to beat the question for the first time to let me free and see what happens. And now that's the thing. I mean, they're going to give me leave for a bit and then I go and let's just see what happens. But then what I do is in the daytime, I just never want to do that. I never want to go in the daytime to get the knife because it's never that time. I just see that. So I'll do that in the nighttime only. So I'm actually very smart here because if I go running with a knife on me throughout the street somewhere, somebody's going to see that and call the cops. I mean, understand? And that's the thing. So I'm learning something. I'm learning how to never rush myself with that. And now, what else is there? What else is I call my dad today. I mean, I make sure I call both of them today. And now, I call both of them. I call both of them. I talk with both of them. Just how I apologize for everything. And guess what? I promise you, it's more how everything is good. And now, as long as I call them and talk to them more and more, everything's nice and beautiful. And talk to both of them today. And that way you're always understanding to talk to people today and never tomorrow and never after. But make sure you're staying in contact with people regardless of how far they are. Because that way you're creating freedom for yourself through those people. And now, are you using them? Yes. Yes. But you're also giving them something in return. I mean, give them something of you that you can give them. I mean, maybe you give them money. I mean, give them something. I mean, understand? I mean, give them, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And that's what Jesus Christ says every single day. Call them. I mean, pick up the phone and never argue with them. I mean, if they want to do something with your parents or kids or something and they want to kill your family, just laugh it off with them. Yeah. I mean, they may be laughing that they're going to kill your family. I mean, laugh it with them. Yeah. That's the thing, yeah? So learn how to talk to people like this and learn how to stay on the phone with people and listen to me now. I'm learning how to be my own man and everything right over here. I'm learning how to dwell upon my life in different ways so I can help myself to deliver information much greater. So that's the thing, yeah? I'm actually learning. I'm learning in that nice and beautiful style all the time with differences and with different ways of thinking and being every single day. I'm learning. I'm learning to have the phone now for longer. I have the phone for 4 hours now. And everything's going nice and clearly for me and they're helping me. And now, as long as they give me something in return for what I want in my life, actually it's much more how I see freedom. And now, my life is opening up. I have freedom much more. But the thing is, I'm learning something. I'm learning how good I am with them, but they get angry. So never get them angry. Never get them angry. I mean, if they never want that from you, I mean, if they want you to be longer here, then guess what? It's never up to them. And that's what they're saying. That they are saying that it's up to the doctors. And they just want you to come home after the doctors say. So you have to understand that your parents or your family may want you to come home only after the doctors say so. I mean, understand? So that's a nice and beautiful beginning to show you that no matter what, it's more how you understand freedom is in that road. But they can give you freedom as well by just wanting you to be home earlier. Now, that's the thing. So let it be that way. Although every single day, Jesus Christ, is that the way? Jesus Christ says, yeah. It's not sure how I feel. I never hate Jesus Christ. I love Jesus Christ. I'm learning how to persuade myself differently. I'm learning how to be on top of the game all the time with what I'm doing. So I'm learning how to plan my life ahead. I'm learning how to study upon my life. But is my fulfilling life happening right now? Yes. It's the best thing I can do right now. This is the best thing I can do right now. in my time. Unfortunately, there's no doubt about it that I'm never wasting time as long as I have my phone on me like this and doing this. I'm never wasting my time at all. I'm fulfilling my time all the way. You understand? And why is that? I understand because it's just the way it is. But without the phone, I feel my time is never wasting itself because I'm still talking words, but just without documentary. And that's the thing, I'm never wasting time. I'm never wasting time because I'm still talking words much more. And now I understand straight away how I feel about everything over here. I'm learning how to persuade myself to talk it out and to just see what's happening around my life. So what I want to do now is I want to plan ahead of the game. I want to show you something now that they feel that they have done something to penetrate I over here. And they're calling me, like, for example, angry or something like that. So what I want to do is show you something that as I be right now, I need to call them again, and I need to go and help myself to explain something. I need to help myself to re-engage, and I have to re-engage them. I have to apologize. I have to say, just come to my seminar or whatever, and just come to my tribunal and just speak out what you want in front of everything, because that's what it is. I promise you now, every single day I'm learning how I don't want to fight with people. But the thing is, that's not how I feel. I feel that no matter what, the people get anger from me. You understand? I feel that I start their anger, and they get angry at me first. You understand? They start getting angry at me, and then it's like, for fuck's sake. I understand, because I said something. I understand? I never get angry. I never get angry first. But if I do get angry first, it's because I want to leave. That's all it is. I have freedom. I have freedom to choose there, and I was never smart enough. I was never smart enough to be able to overcome that situation. But now, the more content I do over here with my videos and audios and programs, every single day I do 4 hours of audio programs, I understand straight away I'm planning something at least. I'm planning to be much more alive. I'm planning to be something much more regardless. So I have to be able to speak words all day long. I have to train myself to be able to hold myself together much more and to talk words every single day and to learn how to grow. So what I want to do now is I see freedom. I see something much more passionate. I see much more of how I need to be. So I'm understanding straight away how I feel. I feel different. I feel the Tai Chi. I feel Tai Chi. I can do Tai Chi in my room. I can really emphasize something different. I just do some Tai Chi like this. I enjoy myself, and I can do Tai Chi anytime. I can just penetrate. I can really go through the time like this. I can really hold together Tai Chi, and I can hold the energy. I mean, Tai Chi is very beautiful, isn't it? I understand every single day. Now I'm learning something new. I'm giving you guys something new to think about. I'm giving you guys a better way. I'm giving you guys something to reconsider every single day. And no matter what, I'm learning now what I need to do. So what I'm doing now is I'm learning how to just enjoy myself differently. I'm learning to see how to grow myself in the best kind of way. And I want to be able to express myself differently in front of you guys every single day, because I understand Larry King, I understand these people, I understand everything in terms of life, because I'm a word I. I understand because I understand that. I understand that every single day, and I understand I'm still learning everything. I'm learning much more. I want to learn from you. I want to learn your story. I want to learn everybody's story. I want to learn about your wisdom. I want to learn about your kids' wisdom. So I want to learn about everything. I'm that passionate. So every single day I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning the fast actions. Actually, now what I do now is I go call them as soon as possible after this phone call with you. I mean, this is my coaching call with you. I'm doing coaching calls like this all day long. But for myself now, I'm understanding I do have 4 hours of phone time every single day. And I have to use it to the best of my ability right now with you. And I understand Netflix. I can see Netflix and how slow I feel when I watch Netflix. feel very slow. And why? I understand because I have to speak more words. I have to speak more words, and that's why I have to understand that more words in the audio program is more than Netflix. And I only get to watch Netflix when I do more words with you. Fortunately now, that's it. Fortunately now, I'm not saying that they never want to bring my technology back because it's lockout and it's locked down and all this kind of stuff. So they put me in the most horrific moment of my life. Actually, it's the most horrific moment of my life I've ever done in my life, because that knife is out there. I understand that no matter what, I can really understand I have the freedom to give that knife back. I'm getting the knife back. So what I do with it, I put it in my dad's house. And now I see that door is closing at the moment. So he never wants me back in the house. So at the moment, I need to open the door. I have to call him. So if he never wants to pick up my phone calls anymore, actually that means that I've lost out. I never lost out though. So I have to understand to call him again and again and again to make sure that door is open for me. You understand? So if he never ever wants me back, then it's because he is lacking the compassionate feel for me and never me for him. You understand? I mean, that's what I mean. I mean, he is somebody who's disrespecting me and never me him. I see, so make sure you understand. I'm learning different. I'm learning something different all the time, guys. I'm learning how to be much more of a star. I'm learning how to be much more proactive in what I'm saying and doing every single day. I'm learning how to go and profoundly be able to express myself differently and be able to look at different areas of life differently and do Tai Chi all day long while just relaxing. I have to be relaxing all the time, to be enjoying myself all the time in different ways, and just be able to go and grow yourself differently, yeah? But make sure you understand that no matter what, that the good news that you have for yourself is that you show yourself a nice, beautiful compassion. But yes, I say my biological dad said that he wants me home. And now, the thing is, they believe lies of me. But guess what, Boroshu, they understand straight away that as soon as they let me out is what my dad wants. So is that coming true? Boroshu, it's coming true, but when? Boroshu, when the doctors say, and that's it. Boroshu, now, that's the way. Boroshu, they suddenly find out that what I said is true. I mean, if I unlock that potential for them to see that, Boroshu, it's much more how I get out earlier. I have to prove the truth within me, for them and everybody. You understand? So that's how I understand straight away. I am everybody in my life. I understand every single day that if I'm learning something very quickly, I'm learning how to become much more. I'm learning how to understand much more, but I never get angry. I mean, learn how to speak over anger. I mean, learn how to talk over anger. I mean, learn how to understand that the punishment I feel with these people is I can imagine myself doing much greater always. And I'm doing much greater in my words. I'm always speaking my words wherever I am. And because I can speak those words wherever I am like this, regardless, that means I can talk with myself all day long and I have the best girlfriend, I have the best wife, I have the best husband and kids with me always. I always have the best friends with my words, now if you have a small vocal track with you, you must understand that it's still a experience. An experience is something that you have to understand. You have to understand yourself and how you actually grow your life every single day in an audio program all the time, because that's what you have to understand. That these people never believe me. I mean they never believe how well I am. Guess what, they believe me to a certain extent, but they never want to let me go yet because they feel that it's unsafe. And they feel it's unsafe for me to go out there somewhere, for me to run my life. But that's the thing. I mean, that's very, let's say, the way it is. So what I do is I just let it be that way. I'm learning how I just have to grow myself regardless of the situation, and I have to learn how to be much more proactive in what I'm doing. So every single day, I'm learning how to become much more. I'm learning how to study much more. I'm learning how to become something greater. So I'm learning how to just enjoy myself, yeah? I'm learning how to enjoy myself regardless of what's happening. And I have 4 hours of phone time now to be able to deliver content at least every single day. I'm doing more content than other people. I mean, in a sense, I'm doing more content than my mentors today. But I'm doing it inside of mental health ward. And now, for myself, every single day, I'm learning how to just enjoy my life. But the more you speak words, the better for you only. It's more only when you're speaking words, much more. So that's why I'm always gathering much more of those synonyms and antonyms to be much more the prophet kind of guy who profits with the ability to be able to express myself with the joy I have in audio programs and video programs, because these people never allow me to do video programs, guys. But they allow me to do just YouTube, but never to upload videos. But I mean, they never allow me to do this audio program that I gave you. So that's why my voice is like this, and my voice is so tight, because I never want them to hear me. So that's why they're unaware of this, when they're unaware of what I can do. When they're unaware, but Jesus loves this. I mean, Jesus Christ is amazing. Actually, it's amazing because I can understand how to speak to you like this. And you must understand, I never hate you, I love everything, but you must understand how to grow with what you have. Actually, it's the best kind of ability Jesus Christ says. Actually, it's the best kind of ability for you to go and speak out more words for yourself. And Jesus Christ says that's the way. Actually, every single day, I am the way, is what Jesus Christ said. Actually, you must understand, so no matter what, learn how to go that way. And learn how to go, I am the way. And learn how to do that for yourself. And learn how to understand that no matter what, I have to call them. I have to call them before I forget. So no matter what, it's more how I need to call both of them. I have to call Mira and my dad. I'll call my dad first. And I'll see what the difference is with him. And I have to understand to speak to both people. And I have to respect people as well. I have to feel respect because I tie them down. And it's much more that I never tie people down. But it's much more how I said some stuff to them that is silence. I said more silence to them. So no worries. Every single day you must understand that no matter what, that it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I never want to start trouble with anybody, but I want to be on people's good side. I want to be on people's good side. And if people get angry, it's because you made them angry, and never make them angry ever again. I mean, never ask for the same thing twice. Understand? But guess what? Actually, ask one time is more enough for you. But guess what? I mean, one time is the only time to ask. I only ask ever one time only. I mean, keep asking one time only. I say, are you there yet? I say, are you there yet? I say, are you there yet? Is one time I'm asking you only. I say, yeah. I say, do you look right or left? I mean, do you look right or left? I mean, do you look one or the right? Or do you look left or right? I'm asking you one time only. I mean, you live life once only. I mean, ask as many questions as possible. I mean, ask the same questions again and again, but learn how to speak the word I before the question. I see. Are you my friend? I see. Are you going there? I see. Are you able to do this? I see. It's very important before the question. I mean, you say, I first. I first. I first. I begins first always. I finishes also. Understand? I mean, you have to understand that no matter what, if you go and really learn something, that the only answer of life is the word I. I mean, the only way to start a sentence is the word I. I mean, anything can start the sentence and finish the sentence. But the thing is that the word I starts and finishes. I start again and again with the word I, because that's how I learn. I learn through grammatical ways. And now these people over here are trying to aim for me over here to get me down. They don't want to get me down, but never trying to get me down, but I'm learning something different. I'm learning that different people over here are doing different things, and they want something different from me, always. So what I do with them is now after the phone, I go and talk it out with myself much more, and I do something behind the scenes privately with myself, And I have to understand straight away that I'm visible to everybody. I understand that no matter what, that somebody can hear me, which is you, and which is I. I over you. I mean, you have to understand that. So what I'm doing now is I'm learning, yeah? I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of life, always. Differently. I'm doing something different to help my life to succeed. So every single time I'm learning how to become somebody much more, regardless. So every single day I'm learning how I'm figuring out something. Figuring out how nice I am. I'm very nice to people. But make sure you understand straight away how you have to go and grow yourself. And guess what, bro? It's much more how I understand something. That no matter what, that I'm learning how to go and persuade myself. I'm learning how to persuade myself in different. Unfortunately, I can bribe my dad. I can give him $500 to get me out. Unfortunately, now if I do that, I Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, do it. I mean, do it. I see now every single day you must understand that if I go and do that, unfortunately, it's much more how I feel that I'm learning something. I mean, go and give him $500. I realize now, that's the thing, I realize if I give my dad the money, Roshi gets me out, Roshi gets me out. Roshi, guess what, Roshi, go and do it. Roshi, I give him $500. I say, oh, yeah, I want to give you $500 till on Wednesday to say to you, come home. Roshi, although, guess what, Roshi, it's already done. Roshi, now, they've already done it. Roshi, they've already done it in different ways. Jesus Christ what to do. I mean, Jesus Christ says, go and give him money. I say, now, that's the thing. I can give money. I give him just love. I just give him love. And I give him a dime. I give him some dimes. I give him some dollars. But that's the thing. I mean, Jesus Christ, does it change anything now? Or Jesus Christ says, no. Or now it's too late. Or it's too late for me now to go out of this place. So for me now, to do anything now that's helping me move forward, I help myself to deliver content, and I help myself to deliver something that's worth it, always. So what I want to do is help myself to aim for a better way. I aim for something much greater, so I want to help myself to call them first, and I see they forgive me over here. But the thing is, that it's only up to the doctors. First, they're on the doctor's side, and then they're on my side over here. First, they're on other people's side. First, they never believe in my faith. First, they believe in other people's faith more than my faith. About everything. First, that's why they lose. I understand? So, guess what? First, as long as I'm good with my dad, first, it's much more that's different with my dad. First, it's different with Mira. First, with Mira, first, I'll never be. But I have to call her as well. And now, do I have to call her? First, I have to call her to come on the day? To do what? First, she never has to come. First, although, call her anyway. Call her and just say, I care about you. Thank you for what you're doing. And guess what? First, it's nice. First, it's nice. And I want to be able to go with her as well to the movies sometime. Which that's forgiveness, isn't it? I mean, they're saying, I forgive them. I mean, guess what? Jesus Christ says, forgive them. So here we go. I see here we go means fuck it. I see anyway. I see now, no matter what that here we go means in Serbian, fuck it. I see, so no matter what, that if I learn that here we go also means I just do something better. I mean, just the kind of label you give. I mean, guess what? I mean, here we go means I say fuck it. I say it's all different, yeah? I say now, if you want to go and really, really study upon your life much greater, you're always learning how to persuade yourself to be strong with what you're doing. And you have to learn how to coexist with yourself differently. And you have to be strong. You have to be someone who understands different ways of life. and you understand straight away how you taunt people, and you taunt people, and you learn, when you learn the different ways of art, when you learn different ways of being, and you learn how to vibe with yourself. I see now my mother's going to call me, but who do I need at my tribunal? Just I. I said, just I. I see now, that's it. Or she just I. I'll just be here for a few more weeks. I see now, for myself to understand something, I realize now all the time I'm learning that nice and beautiful art difference. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of Tai Chi sometime, whenever. I have to call my dad, I have to call him, I have to call him, and I have to just apologize. But he wants to go for other people. He never wants to say for me to come home. But it's spiritual, and if he just says over the phone, come home, and then come home, or should they discharge me? But do they really? Yeah. Or should they discharge me? Our Jesus Christ, is that the case? Or Jesus Christ says, that's the thing. Or if it happens, or if it happens, or it does. Or now, although Jesus Christ says, I see that if he says come home, or should they listen to him? Or should there's dinner coming up, so now I have to understand straight away how I feel. I feel different, guys. I feel that no matter what you guys are listening, but I have time. I have to go and really escort myself into the franchise of talking to you every single day. And I'm talking to you guys because I'm learning how to escort myself much greater. So let it be that way. I mean, it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that as I grow myself, that you guys are listening to my life story anyway. I feel somebody is listening to my life story anyway, and my life is never a waste. I'm never wasting my life. I mean, do you understand? I mean, many people are wasting their lives today. I'm never wasting my life. I'm never wasting anything. I'm always talking to you. I'm always talking to everybody regardless. I'm recording conversations all the time so I can record myself, so I can go and really live life to the best of my ability, at least. So I can go and really dwell upon my life much greater. But I feel my did auntie over here too. I feel he's right here with me too. I see every single day, I feel how I understand straight away. I'm looking for that nice and beautiful persuasion party. I see Deka. I see these people in my life. I see Black and Victoria too. I see the people in my life over here. I'm learning that nice and beautiful way of life. I'm learning how to go and enjoy myself regardless of what's happening. But there's a woman over there calling for dinner, and dinner. Or she missed the word I. I say dinner. I call out for dinner. I said, you guys want to eat dinner? I said, dinner's ready. So you guys have to be on your toes about that one. I mean, you have to understand straight away that you have to talk more words and talk more vowels in life. I mean, guess what? I mean, I understand Avicii, I understand these people who did die earlier. I mean, guess what? I understand straight away how fame is never the way, is it? I mean, fame, I understand they have fame and fortune, but they die early. And guess what? Unfortunately, I love them. I love Avicii, but they did die early, is what I mean. And I get it. I see Avicii, yeah. I see it's much more how I understand. Now I love Avicii. I understand Ziz as well. Ziz is right here too. But there's many people, man. I'm pretty sure there's many people who die early. I'm pretty sure. And fame is never the way. I mean, more words is the way. I mean, understand? I promise you, it's much more how you have to understand that life goes in the way of those people who speak more words. And if you can speak more words, then you can have more courage, I promise you. But I'm never laughing at people who die early. There's plenty of babies. There's plenty of babies who die early, and Jesus Christ as well did die early too. I mean, do you understand? I mean, Jesus Christ did die early as well. I mean, 29, I can imagine Jesus Christ at 29. That's very brave. I mean, do you understand? Which is just the way it is. I mean, the way I feel at 29 is how Jesus Christ feels at 29 too. I mean, peak. I mean, at the peak, yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ feels as good as I promise you. I just live in a better time. I live in a better time than Jesus Christ. I promise you all day, every single day. I'm learning. I see this one's coming now. So anyway, so they're going to call me for dinner over here. So I have to pause the program. So now you have to understand straight away that no matter what I do, just realize, guys, that you have to understand how to live your life and live your life much greater and focus on understanding that no matter what, that I'm learning how to talk my words without documentation. And God's listening to me, but it's just me with myself talking. And now I understand how I feel about things. I realize it's much more how I'm planning my life regardless. And I'm never losing out, but my life is planning itself. And am I losing out? Probably I'm never losing out. I ask Jesus Christ, am I losing out? Which Jesus Christ says, nah, I'm not losing out. I'm never losing out. I understand no matter what that Jesus Christ says, that it can be better. Which it can be better for me. I understand that. I understand how far I've come. I've come far, but guess what? Unfortunately, now the documentaries are coming, and the more documentaries I do here, the more worth it is to be here for me. Unfortunately, why is that? Because I'm recording much more audio programs. I'm doing much more around work over here. I'm doing and solidifying my success over here. I'm showing you exactly what's happening in a mental health institute as I'm here. So you have to understand that no matter what, you guys have to understand that sometimes you see random people that you've seen before in a mental health institute. Understand? Sometimes you recognize somebody, but just be cautious of them. Just be silent with them. And now you have to understand that if you're more silent with other people, then guess what happens? Go and talk with yourself somewhere, and go and talk with yourself even more is what I learned. And then guess what? Once you talk with yourself, do Tai Chi in the dark or with yourself, and just realize to entertain yourself with words, and read every single day words of encouragement so you can do better. That's what you have to do every single day. Learn how to go and do what you never do, to eat dinner and call your family or whoever it is, and make sure you understand straight away how to grow. Obviously, that's what you need to do always, guys. Obviously, make sure every single day you're learning how to understand how to have the core rights and responsibilities every single day to live your life to the best of your ability, to speak fast and proactively every single day, to understand straight away that is what you must do. Or you must speak fast about communicational skills. Or I was speaking to a girl today, and because I was speaking to her, I was really, really into her in a way of words. But the thing is, I learned straight away that I'm just going to speak to people randomly like this. And yes, I understand that if you speak more and more to these people, then it's much more how you have to connect with them with their words. So use their words to your advantage and make sure that you're cusping something of new integrity and show people something that you are talking about randomly on audio programs with those people that you talk to as well on the street or in front of your face, and just keep talking more than they do, and then just be someone who's teaching them far more than they are teaching you, and then you're going to be someone who is always much greater. So if you understand, always teach people's mindsets and teach people how to be living greater with their mindset overall, then that's the best conversation you can have with other people and with yourself. But you're first, and just put yourself first, and remember that, and just make sure you understand that if you're teaching people far more, and if you go up to them, learn to teach them something about life. And that way you'll have a great conversation with them. If you're just going there to just see how they are, to learn something from them, obviously you can do that too. Understand? But be the one teaching them rather than the one learning from them. Be the one teaching them with words, because that way the conversation is yours truly. I welcome you guys back into my audio program. I just want to help to explain something, guys, that I'm still here at the nice and beautiful ward over here. And guess what? I'm somebody who understands that no matter what, that you guys have to learn and grow, and you have to be someone who is far more unique than other people. But I feel in agitation inside of my body. I have some agitation. I feel like moving around. I feel like being physical. The thing is, I have to remain still. I have to understand it's much more how I feel, that it's much more privileging to be able to speak words anyway. So what I'm doing now is I'm always using my antonyms and synonyms to be able to go and prosper with more words every single day. So I'm understanding that you guys need to go and do your antonyms and synonyms all the time. So make sure that you're always available to do so, and make sure all the time that you're always looking for that nice and beautiful way of life where you can go into conversations with people. You can also understand straight away that you have to work on the internet with yourself on the internet these days, and you have to be able to grow yourself. So because I can do my work now, I can understand straight away I have to do my nice beautiful synonyms and antonyms. So what I'm doing is I'm opening up the internet to go and do that. So I'm with myself over here, and I'm by myself doing work over here to go and ask myself to write much better and to do much better overall. So I'm understanding to just help myself to deliver content. So as I'm delivering content, I'm looking for words. So to write something is to compose, and to compose is to create, and to create is to note, and to note is to pen, and to pen is to record, and to record is to rewrite, and to rewrite is to scroll, and to scroll is to sign. I see, so you have to be learning all these different synonyms. I see sign is to confirm, and to confirm is to endorse, and to endorse is to acknowledge, and to acknowledge is to authorize, and to authorize is to initial, and initial is to inscribe, and to initial, I say to initial is to inscribe, and to inscribe is to subscribe, and to subscribe is to witness. I say to subscribe is to advocate is to buy, and to buy is to consent, and to consent is to give is to grant, and to grant is to offer, and to offer is to pledge, and to pledge is to support. I say to support is to bolster, and to bolster is to hold, and to hold is to reinforce, and to reinforce is to uphold, and to uphold is to bottom, and to bottom is to buttress, and to buttress is to carry, and to carry is to ground. I say to ground is to found, in terms of to ground is to found, and to found is to prepare, and to prepare is to coach, and to coach is to discipline, and to discipline is to establish, and to establish is to inform, and to inform is to instruct, and to instruct is to rest. I say to instruct is to brief, I say to brief is to discipline, I say to discipline is to disclose, I say to disclose is to educate, and to educate is to guide, and to guide is to notify, and to notify is to train, and to train is to tutor. I say to train is to develop, and to develop is to discipline, and to discipline is to educate, and to educate is to equip, and to equip is to instruct, and then I say to equip is to instruct, and to instruct is to qualify, and to qualify is to study, and to study is to discipline, and tutor. I see, guys, so as I'm really doing this, I'm looking to gain more synonym words so I can actually improve myself along the way of what I'm doing. So if I'm doing anything to help myself, you have to understand that the doctors over here are making a decision for me to be here longer than expectation, and they want me to be with them to call myself sick. I'm never sick, but the day of the tribunal is coming, and on the day of the tribunal I'm going to say for the doctors I'm sick, but for myself I'm not sick. I mean, do you guys understand? So the doctors are calling me sick, but I'm never calling myself sick, and that's it. I mean, you have to understand that. I say to educate is to cultivate, and to cultivate is to develop, and to develop is to discipline, and to discipline is to enlighten, and to enlighten is to inform, and to inform is to instruct, and to instruct is to train, and to train is to tutor. I say to instruct is to brief, I say to brief is to discipline, I say to discipline is to disclose, I say to disclose is to educate. I say to educate is to guide, I say to guide is to notify, I say to notify is to train, I say to train is to tutor. I say to disclose is to acknowledge, I say to acknowledge is to confess, I say to confess is to discover, I say to discover is to divulge, I say to divulge is to leak, I say to leak is to publish, I say to publish is to reveal, and to reveal is to unveil. see to reveal is to unveil. I see to unveil. I see to unveil is to disclose. I see to disclose is to display. I see to display is to open. I see to open is to tell. I see to tell is to discover. I see to discover is to expose. I see to expose is to show. I see to show is to spring. I see. So anyway, guys, so as I really expose all my nice and beautiful brightness of words, I'm understanding straight away that I need to go and grow myself regardless. So I'm actually always exposing more words to do greater. I see to expose is to bear. I see to bear is to bring to light. I see to bring to light is to disclose. I see to disclose is to display. I see to display is to open. I see to open is to prove. I see to prove is to uncover. I see to uncover is to unmask. I see to display is to boast. I see to boast is to emblazon. I see to emblazon is to exhibit. I see to exhibit is to feature. I see to feature is to flash. I see to flash is to perform. I see to perform is to represent. I see to represent is to reveal. I see to represent is to mean. I see to mean is to perform. I see to perform is to produce. I see to produce is to serve. I see to serve is to show. See, guys, you must understand that when it comes to 9 to 5 work, unfortunately, other people want you to work with other people because other people are telling you to do so. I mean, in a sense, so people are trying to make you work like a slave today because other people are working like slaves. And that's the reason. I see to show is to be, and to be is to exemplify, and to exemplify is to exhibit. I see, so we have to understand, guys, that as I really grow myself differently, I'm looking to show up for a better way of life over here. I'm looking to explain myself much greater. I'm looking to open up with the words. I see to exemplify is to depict. I see to depict is to elucidate. I see to elucidate is to illuminate. I see to illuminate is to manifest. I see to manifest is to mirror. I see to mirror is to represent. I see to represent is to spell out. I see to spell out is to typify. I see all these words are the same. I see to spell out is to define. I see to define is to describe. I see to describe is to expound. I see to expound. I see to expound is to describe. I see to expound is to illustrate. I see to illustrate is to justify. I see to justify is to point out. I see to point out is to brief. I see to brief is to clear up. I see to clear up is to clarify. I see to clarify is to illustrate. I see to illustrate is to resolve. I see to resolve is to solve. I see to solve is to unravel. I see to solve is to unravel. I see to unravel is to answer. I see to answer is to cipher. I see to cipher is to decipher. I see to decipher is to analyze. I see to analyze is to decode. I see to decode is to deduct. I see to decode is to deduce. I see to deduce is to elucidate. I see to elucidate is to interpret. I see to interpret is to solve. I see to solve is to translate. I see to translate is to unravel. I see to elucidate is to clear up. I see to clear up is to decode. I promise you guys, the best thing I can do right now in the moment is always to do synonyms, and that's the best thing I can do right now. So the phone privileges me to be able to go and do something right now. That's the most important. I see how important it is, but as long as you're doing synonyms and antonyms, it's the best thing you can do in the moment. And it's just the way it is. I say to enlighten is to exemplify. I say to exemplify is to explicate. I say to exemplify is to explicate. I say to explicate is to expound. I say to expound is to get across. I say to get across is to illuminate. I say to get across is to bring home. I say to bring home is to convey. I say to convey is to impart. I say to impart is to pass on. I say to pass on is to get through to. I say to get through to is to make clear. I say to make clear is to make understood. I say to make understood is to transmit. I say to make understood is to bring home. I say to bring home is to convey. I say to convey is to impart. I say to impart is to pass on. I say to pass on is to get through to. I say to get through to is to make clear. I say to make clear is to put over. I say to put over is to transmit. I see, so now I have more enough. So what I want to do, guys, is have my beautiful podcast going. And you guys have to understand straight away that I feel that you guys have to really deliver content. And you have to understand straight away that I feel much more alive. So I just must be doing greater. I must understand straight away how I need to go and grow. So as I grow myself differently, I'm looking to help myself to embark. I have to embark in a better way. I have to be doing something today to introduce a better way of life. I just told my mom quickly. I need you to call me at 5:30 p.m. every day. I love you. So I just went showing my mum to call me at 5:30 p.m. every day. See now, what I'm doing over here is I'm showing you guys quickly that I'm here doing my nice and beautiful audio program. So what's the best thing I can do now? The best thing I can do now is to do this audio program right now, and that's it. That's the best thing I can do right now. Probably if I do Netflix, probably the best thing with Netflix is to do Netflix in the moment. And that's it. But there's a much better way for me to have my time right now. It's to just do audio programs right here with you. So what I'm doing over here is I'm planning my life, but they want me to stay for another 2 weeks. And they want me to stay around another 2 weeks. So I'm understanding that no matter what, that I'm talking positively all the time. So I'm making sure that no matter what, that I realize something. I realize that life, I have to return it. It's coming up to the day that I return it really quickly. And it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that I realize something, that if I told them that the knife is over there, they're going to keep me here forever. You must understand that. So I never want to tell them, I promise you. I feel that no matter what, I have to return that knife quickly. But leave is coming up. I have some leave coming up, which is up to 4 hours or up to 5 hours or up to 10 hours or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But the thing is that leave is coming up. And now leave is happening on the 30th of this month. So it's coming up for me. So it's around another 10 days ago, or it was around 10 days now, that leave is going to happen. And then my dad or mum can come and see me as well. Or they can come see me over here. And now the thing is, that's how I need to be. I need to just do my life much greater. I need to get over the anger. And now the anger is, it's never anger for me, but it's more how other people are never conforming to my word I. And then they think they know it all, and they never believe me. And I'm not sick, but they never believe me about that. You understand? Because they're doctors and psychiatrists, and they put everybody to be sick. With them, everybody's sick. You understand? But with some other people, in terms of psychiatrists, they're never sick. But why did I get these people who put me into the ward over here for around 8 months? Why did I get that? Why did they put me as involuntary? The police or psychiatrists done that. And why did they do that? Why? They're calling me sick. They're saying that this man's sick. I'm not sick. They're going by other people's words. You understand? They never truly believe in my words for anything. They never truly believe me in what I say about me. You understand? So no matter what, I've seen a new experience. And you must understand, so no matter what, I'm learning something in the process. I'm learning how to just do my life greatly. I'm learning to do my life in a way that I'm learning. I'm learning how to become a star. I'm learning that I understand that today with Netflix and all that. Gosh, the best thing I can do is just do words with you guys. I promise you, it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that now, as I'm really growing myself, I'm growing myself differently, but I feel I have fatigue. I have fatigue for some reason, and I need to just let it be that way. I feel that no matter what, that's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, if you feel that you have fatigue, then it's more like how you feel like you're going to collapse or something. So make sure you're breathing. Breathe and learn the art of being able to do so. And drink water. And if you drink water, you have more oxygen, and that's why. See, so guys, make sure you understand that if you are waving at somebody, go to them right away and just wave at them. Just wave at them for some reason. So no matter what, I realized something quickly on that since I'm actually here, I'm actually understanding that it's much more better for me to just go and do my words over here. And it's much more how I feel that I need to go and grow myself regardless. So for myself, it's more how I understand to just let it be now. I'll move on because I understand straight away that it's much more how I feel anyway. I realize that you guys have to understand that what's important for me is to grow myself. But the best thing I can do with the phone is an audio program. First, that's it. First, it's more how I feel. That my legacy is never dying. But I'm growing my legacy too. So the thing is, right now, I feel that I need to go grab some water. So I'll go get some water. So anyway, guys, so I just had to drink some water because I felt a bit sick. Before. I see now what I need to do is show you guys very quickly on that I'm just over here and I'm just sitting down now. You have to understand that what I'm doing now is just helping myself to elaborate much greater. Now I feel like sleeping at the moment. I'm understanding something. I feel pressure to vomit. I feel just that kind of pressure for some reason. And it's much more how I feel. So I ate Weet-Bix in the morning. I ate some cereal. But everything's good. But I feel that no matter what, that as I'm learning now to decipher words, I'm looking to express myself differently. I'm looking to help myself to grow. If you're helping yourself to grow, you have to learn something, yeah? You have to learn the art of being able to be with yourself, regardless of the situation. You have to learn how to talk. You have to learn how to walk the talk. In a sense, so for myself over here, I'm never sick, but I'm never giving up with my words. My words are something nice and beautiful, and it's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, that my life is passing me by. But the thing is, I want to just upload this online somewhere. I want to fall asleep as well, and I know I want to fall asleep now because I have my phone. But I feel like just doing I realize now, for myself, I understand Jesus Christ saying, just do you. I realize now Jesus Christ talks to you only with the Bible, only through the Bible. But God talks to you in all ways. And God's never against you. But realize that people are against you. But some people are never against you. First, now the people that are against you, first just make sure you're never against yourself. You understand? Never be against yourself and never focus on the people that are against you. Focus on who's with you. Focus on the people you do have in your life. Understand? Focus on those people because that's how you learn and that's how you grow. So every single day you're learning, you're learning something. You're learning that you can actually go and do something much better. Or else for myself, it's more that I feel now I have to talk anyway throughout the words. So I have to talk much more, but I feel like no matter what, that my energy is getting into the low state. So what I want to do is get my energy up higher because my energy is high state only. And guess what? It's much more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, I'm trying my best to scratch the surface or doing much better for myself. I feel that no matter what, that as I go and grow myself, that you guys have to go and become a star. And you have to go and become something more. But it's a thing. Every single day learn how to appreciate yourself. So for myself over here, I realize that sleep is coming on. I'd rather just go and read something now. I'd rather just show you now that it's much more how I feel. That I'm strong enough to see that something within me is saying, go sleep, man. Something within me is saying, go sleep and go sleep and go sleep. I realize that I just have my phone right now So what I want to do is just grow myself with everything I have. And I never want to give up, but eventually it comes a day where it's going to happen and you're going to be able to just fall asleep without having to do audio programs. And it sounds like a misery kind of way, but I'm not talking about misery. I'm talking about sometimes you're going to feel physically weak to even talk to an audio program, just like me right here. I feel physically weak to even talk to you right now. In a sense, so what I do is I try never to feel physically weak. I try to get my energy together in a better way, and I'm gonna be that way. I'm gonna be. So what I want to do is just let it be. I want to just go and listen to music a bit. I want to actually listen to music a bit. I realize it's much more how I feel that no matter what, that as I go and grow myself, I'm looking to see that I need to drink more water because I feel that I need to just do something much greater. See, so anyway, I drank some water. So what I want to do is lay down. I want to lay down and just watch some TV so I can do better. See guys, if you have like some kind of fever coming up or some sickness or some kind of fatigue coming up, then just lay down and just relax and just be in silence. And just watch some TV or something like that or sleep, and it's much better for you. I also have a dream. I had this kind of dream where I was running away from people. I was running away from everybody for some reason, and I understand that because I feel today that I'm running away from people too, even today. I feel I'm running into the silence. I feel I'm running into the words more than with other people. And that's the thing. I mean, if you can go that way and you can understand how to do that, then you understand your life. Life happens when you can speak words to yourself all day long. When you can understand that, then you can understand how to be in silence all day long with yourself. Then you're just totally safe. When you're just with yourself and never with other people, that's the richest road of life. When you just find yourself only. And that's it. When you find yourself and who you are, truly, and then speak it out all day long with yourself. I mean, that's the whole thing. And that's what I'm doing with you right now. Okay. I see, so anyway, I feel like going and doing some Netflix and just relax and chill. So I'll do better. So anyway guys, I feel much better now, a bit more. I feel a bit much better. And why is that? Because I feel I can just go and start my audio programs again. I feel that there's new information coming in that I have to tell you. And I feel that you guys have to understand that what I'm doing right now is I am just sitting down, I'm just relaxing, I'm just talking to you. I feel that no matter what, the people around me are scrutinizing me and calling me some kind of, let's say, little person in the world. So that'll be that way. And what I want to understand straight away is how I feel. I feel no matter what, I feel much better. And all I have to do is just lay down for a bit, to just relax for a bit. So it's more how I feel that sleeping right now is the time for me to sleep, but then I want to use my phone. And what I can do is sleep from 12:30 to about 3:30. I can sleep from that time. And it's much better for me to do so. Probably now what I want to do also is I want to grow myself. So if I grow myself differently, I'm picking up new information all the time, making sure you guys understand that I want to be on top of the knowledge over here. I want to be on top of everything that's happening in my day. So my mum is calling me every single day, and she calls me every single day because she loves me. So I pick up the phone every time she calls, and I'm always picking up her phone calls. But the thing is now, for myself, over here, that it's such an embarrassing moment for me to be in a hospital for around 8 weeks. I mean, you must understand that. I mean, I understand Jesus Christ can understand. But I don't want you to feel sorry for me. I want you to be inspirational about it. I want you to understand straight away that I feel much more, let's say, of blessings because I'm somebody who's experiencing something that other people are never experiencing as well. And I'm experiencing a new life. I'm experiencing something that other people never have as well. So I'm doing something about my life over here. I'm doing my life a great glory, and I'm doing my life in a way of helping you to understand words. But I feel that no matter what, that my status is falling for some reason, but I'm never falling my status, I'm never falling anything. I'm not falling in terms of my life. But the thing is, my status is growing, but it seems like everybody else is trying to kill it. Or else that's how it feels. So what I do now is I'm just helping myself to explain much more worthiness in terms of my life over here, to help explain that no matter what, I have to always do my audio programs to stay ahead of the content and ideas. And that's what I'm saying. So if something happens where ideas are unable to be with you, I understand straight away I have to go into my word I with images, and I can just go and just explain my word I. And guess what? Approach it's more how I feel. I feel that no matter what, if you understand straight away how I feel about life, I'm always understanding to just talk it out with you as much as I can. So that's all I can do for you. I realize every single day you must understand straight away that I feel that no matter what, that Netflix time right now is something that I can do. I feel that no matter what, that words that are coming out of my mouth are helping me to elaborate what the silence is telling me as well. So I'm actually understanding straight away that I feel that I have to go and just relax. I have to relax. I feel hypertension a bit. And do I have hypertension? I have no hypertension. I feel I have to relax much more. So what I do is I just go and do what I need to do. And I just relax. And I just want to be in silence for a bit. Whereas now if I be in silence for a bit, I realize it's much more how I feel. I feel that I need to go and just do that for myself. But let me that way. I feel it's much more how I just feel that way. I just feel that I need to be in silence. Because I feel that way. So anyway guys, I feel much better, but I feel that I need to sleep. I feel fatigue. I feel a lot of fatigue. So what I want to do is Netflix, but Netflix is something that helps me now to relax. And I feel, let's say, afraid, but I'm never afraid. I'm not afraid, I just feel I need to go into silence to just do my life in silence. I feel that's the way I feel. I understand that, so no matter what, I just want to talk much more words eventually. But I want to be just relaxing because I feel my blood pressure is going high. And I feel that no matter what, that's how I feel. So I need to relax more. I need to just calm down. And that's why. I need to calm down, so I just go on Netflix and chill. And that's it. So I feel my blood pressure is normal and everything's good. So everything's good for me.